Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful mosaic square. It's a variation of the granny square. I used 4 different colors, giving this a beautiful ombre effect. But I think this pattern would look beautiful using any colors. It's so versatile and has lots of possibilities. You could make multiple squares and join them together, making a beautiful blanket, or crochet a larger size to make a pillow cover. You can use any yarn and crochet hook, so grab your supplies and let's have some fun crocheting. And please don't forget to hit that like button. Start with the magic ring. I use the double ring method. You'll find a link for that video tutorial in the description box below. You can start with a chain 3 or chain 4 to act as your first double crochet stitch. I'll be doing a standing stitch because I think it looks better. That's just my preference. You can choose to use the chain method or a different method of standing double crochet. I chain 1, insert my hook into the ring and do a single crochet, then insert my hook around the left strand of the front of the post and do another single crochet. That's my standing double crochet. Double crochet 2 times into the ring. Chain 2. Double crochet 3 times into the ring. Chain 2. 3 double crochet into the ring. Chain 2. 3 double crochet into the ring one last time. Your work should look like this, and you can go ahead and close the ring. To finish the first round, traditional patterns will tell you to do a chain 2 and slip stitch to your beginning chain 3 or standing double crochet. But the best way to join is by using a half double crochet stitch. Yarn over your hook, insert your hook into the top loop of your standing double crochet that you started with or your beginning chain. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. This will act as your chain 2 space. To start round 2, you can chain 3 or 4, but I'll be using the standing double crochet stitch at the beginning of each of my rounds. Put 2 more double crochets into that chain 2 space. This forms one half of our corner. We'll complete the other half at the end of the round. Chain 1. Skip the next 3 double crochet stitches and work a corner into the next chain 2 space. Put 3 double crochets into that chain 2 space. Chain 2. Put 3 more double crochets into that chain 2 space. That completes our corner. Chain 1 and skip the next 3 double crochet stitches. We'll work our next corner. Put 3 double crochets into the next chain 2 space. Chain 2. Work 3 more double crochets into the same space. Chain 1. Go to the next chain 2 space and work a corner, 3 double crochets into the chain 2 space, chain 2, 3 more double crochets into the same chain 2 space. That completes the corner. Chain 1. We're at our last corner, so we finished that corner that we started at the beginning of the round by putting 3 double crochets into that chain 2 space. We're going to use the half double crochet to close this round. I'll be changing colors every 2 rounds, so I'll fasten off and sew in my ends. That completes round 2. To start round 3, I join a new color. There are multiple ways to join a color. I like to insert my hook between the 2 top loops of one of the chains in the chain 2 space. I pull up a loop and do a single crochet. I then work another single crochet on top of it to form my first standing double crochet. Double crochet 2 more times into that same chain 2 space. Chain 1. Skip the next 3 double crochets and we'll be working into that chain 1 space. Do a double crochet into the space. Now we'll be working 2 rounds down and we'll be using a front post treble crochet stitch. We'll work it around the second double crochet of the 3 double crochet cluster right below the chain 1 space we're in. Yarn over twice, insert your hook around the back of that stitch, come back up to the front, yarn over, pull up a loop, and you want to pull it up really tall to the height of the other stitches on your current round. If you don't pull it up tall enough, the sides of your work will curve inward and you will not have a square shape. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. That's a front post treble crochet. Double crochet into that same chain 1 space. Chain 1. We're at our next chain 2 corner space, so put 3 double crochets into that space. Chain 2 and 3 more double crochets into that same chain 2 space. We repeat the sequence that we did on the first side. Chain 1 and skip the next 3 double crochet stitches. We'll work into that chain 1 space with a double crochet, a front post treble crochet 2 rounds down, around that second double crochet of the 3 double crochet cluster. Yarn over twice, insert your hook around to the back of that stitch, come back up to the front, place the yarn over the hook, and pull a loop up really tall to the height of your other stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Work another double crochet into that same chain 1 space. Chain 1. We're at our next corner, so 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets into the same chain 2 space. Chain 1. Skip the next 3 double crochets and work into the chain 1 space with the double crochet. We'll work around that second double crochet 2 rounds down with a front post treble crochet stitch. And do 1 more double crochet into that same chain 1 space. Chain 1. Skip the next 3 double crochets and work into your chain 2 corner space with 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet to complete the corner. Chain 1. We'll complete the last side, so skip the next 3 double crochets and work into the next chain 1 space with a double crochet, a front post treble crochet 2 rounds down around that second double crochet stitch. Work 1 more double crochet into that same chain 1 space. Chain 1. We're at our last corner space, so to complete the corner, we do 3 double crochets into the chain 2 space. Then half double crochet into the top of the standing double crochet we started with. That completes round 3. We continue round 4 with the same color, so I'll do a standing double crochet stitch into that chain 2 space. Put 2 more double crochets into that same chain 2 space. Chain 1. We skip the next 3 double crochets and work into that chain 1 space with a double crochet, a front post treble crochet 2 rounds down around that second double crochet stitch, put 1 more double crochet into that same chain 1 space, chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, work into the next chain 1 space with a double crochet, front post treble crochet, and a double crochet. Chain 1. Work your corner space with 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Continue with the same sequence for the remaining sides. I'll meet you at the end of this round. I'm at the end of round 4, so I'll finish my corner space with 3 double crochets, and a half double crochet to join to the beginning stitch. I'll be using a new color for round 5, so I fasten off and sew in my ends. That completes round 4. I start round 5 in any chain 2 space from the previous round. I begin with a standing double crochet and 2 double crochets into that chain 2 space. Chain 1 and skip the next 3 double crochet stitches. We'll work into the chain 1 space with the double crochet, front post treble crochet 2 rounds down in the second double crochet of the 3 double crochet cluster. Double crochet into the same chain 1 space and chain 1. In the next chain 1 space, we'll work a double crochet, front post treble crochet, and another double crochet. Chain 1. Continue the sequence for the rest of round 5, all of round 6, and start a new color with round 7 using the same sequence. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the beginning of round 8. I'm at the beginning of my final round. This is worked a little differently to fill in some of those gaps between the stitches. Starting in my last corner, I'll make a standing double crochet and 2 double crochets into that same chain 2 space. Do not chain 1. Work a double crochet into the second double crochet of that 3 stitch cluster. Double crochet in the next chain 1 space and work a front post treble crochet 2 rounds down into that second stitch. Double crochet back into that chain 1 space, put a regular double crochet into the top of that front post treble crochet. In the next chain 1 space, double crochet, front post treble crochet 2 rounds down, and double crochet into that same chain 1 space. Put a regular double crochet into the top of the next front post treble crochet, and in the next chain 1 space, you'll put a double crochet, front post treble crochet 2 rounds down, and another double crochet into the same chain 1 space. Regular double crochet into the next front post treble crochet. In the next chain 1 space, double crochet, front post treble crochet 2 rounds down, and double crochet into the same chain 1 space. Put a regular double crochet in the top of the next front post treble crochet. In the next chain 1 space, double crochet, front post treble crochet, double crochet in the same chain 1 space. Put a regular double crochet in the top of the next front post treble crochet. In the next chain 1 space, double crochet, front post treble crochet, double crochet in the same chain 1 space. Double crochet in the top of the second double crochet of that 3 stitch cluster before the corner chain 2 space. We'll work a corner in the chain 2 space, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Repeat that sequence for the rest of the round. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the end of the round to show you how to finish off. I'm at the last corner of the round, so I put 3 double crochets into the last chain 2 space. There are multiple ways to finish. You could do the standard chain 2 slip stitch to the beginning stitch. You could use the half double crochet stitch as we've been doing, but I'm going to show you how to do an invisible finish, which has a much nicer look and blends in seamlessly. Chain 1, cut your yarn and pull it through. Thread it on to a yarn needle. Insert the needle under both top loops of the first stitch of the round. Push it from front to back. Bring the working yarn to the front and to the left. Insert the needle between the 2 top loops of the last chain. Push the needle through from front to back and pull it enough so that it looks like all of the other stitches. Sew in the ends to complete the project. Here's a look at the finished square. I think it looks so beautiful. I love all of the texture on it. I love the ombre effect, but I think it would look equally as nice using contrasting colors. Please support my channel by giving it a thumbs up and leaving a comment. If this is your first visit to my channel, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button.